results of the fuel quality inspections that began 2 weeks ago in petrol stations across Croatia were published today. As much as 10% of the fuel tested didn't meet the required standards, with the quality of diesel being worse than petrol. Samples were taken from 24 petrol stations in Zagreb, Osijek, Varaždin and Split, as well as in Rijeka, where the results were satisfactory. Economy Minister Ivan Vrdoljak today said these spot checks would continue, emphasizing that in a few months all fuel sold in Croatia had to meet the required standards. Speaking on Croatian television last night, Jasna Omejec, the president of Croatia's Constitutional Court, said that the request by the anti-motorway monetization civil initiative that the government be temporarily prohibited from continuing with the process of offering concessions until a referendum is held was not one that clearly fell within the court's jurisdiction. Omejec said that it was clear this was an urgent matter and that a decision on the court's competence would be made very soon. According to the media, 3 non-binding bids of €2.5 billion have been received for concessions to run Croatia's motorways. The Austrian construction company Strabag has requested a 50-year concession. The American investment banking company Goldman Sachs has asked for 40 years, while the Australian investment bank Macquarie wants a 30-year concession for that money. Transport Minister Siniša Hajdaš-Dončić has said that once the European Commission's approval has been given, a tender for binding offers should be held in the summer. Construction Minister Anka Mrak-Taritaš has announced that the renovation of half of the houses that were destroyed by floods in Posavina County this May will be completed by Christmas. Speaking on Croatian television, Mrak-Taritaš said that 800 of the 1,900 houses had already been renovated, 450 in the village of Gunja. In sport, the Croatian women's handball team played its final game of the European Championships last night against the Netherlands. The score was 31-27. Despite this victory, Croatia, which is a co-host of the tournament with Hungary, has already been eliminated from the rest of the competition, following losses to Sweden and Germany. In skiing, Marcel Hirscher has won the 3rd giant slalom of the season. The Austrian was 1 second and 22 hundredths of a second faster than American Ted Ligety. Croatia's only representative was 21-year-old Filip Zubčić, who took his first World Cup point of his career, finishing 25th. The men's slalom will be held on Sunday. And in the first match of the 19th round of the Croatian Football League, Zadar and Split drew 1-1 yesterday. Today, Osijek take on Lokomotiva and Hajduk play Istra. This afternoon's forecast calls for partly sunny weather, cloudier in western regions, while around Rijeka there could be a little rain. Winds inland will be generally weak, although there will be a moderate southwesterly in higher regions and in northwestern regions. On the coast there'll be a light to moderate southeasterly Yugo wind with a moderate southwesterly wind on the northern coast. Highest daily temperatures will be between 9 and 13 degrees Celsius inland, between 14 and 18 degrees on the coast. Over the next few days it'll continue to be quite warm, with occasional light rain more likely in higher regions. On Tuesday night, clouds will gather and rain is expected. On the coast there'll be some occasional rain on Sunday, mostly on the northern Adriatic, which will become more frequent and spread to the rest of the coast, especially on Tuesday.